Hey guys, it is the weekend after Christmas and I am enjoying my time off work, and I am starting this whole process really to make room for my Christmas present that has yet to arrive, an electric pressure canner. So I'm very excited about that. But you guys are in for a real treat today. We're going to be doing some decluttering, some cleaning, putting stuff away from Christmas, and switching around some cabinet spaces. I'm Anna, and this channel is all about delicious recipes, daily life ideas, and finding joy in the day-to-day normals. And if you like that sort of thing, be sure to hit that subscribe button. To start off, I want to show you the piles of clothes and the empty hangers in my boys' rooms. I am not doing anything in their rooms because they do their own, but it is a simple system that we've put in place for many, many years. If you do not have room on your hangers, you don't buy new hangers, you don't go out and get more shelving, you just get rid of something that you have not worn in a very long time. So on their own, the boys had gone through and made piles of clothes, and I'll show you in a little bit what we're going to be doing with those clothes that they had cleaned out from their closets. Okay, the pile of things here on my closet floor is from where just over the past few weeks, my husband and I have been throwing things there on the floor that we put on. Maybe it's itchy, maybe it's not comfortable, maybe it doesn't fit, maybe we realize we haven't worn it, and so we've just been making a pile. So I wanted to go through those things and sort them out, and I put them in my old bag because some of them are going to be going to work with me to give out to people, some are going to be going to the Goodwill, and some of the things that just had holes in it and weren't really salvageable or reusable will be going in the trash. Now I am going through my pajamas because I got 2 new sets of pajamas for Christmas, and I know I have said this before, but it is a system that works. This is my pajama basket, so if the things do not fit in there, something has to go. So with getting 2 new pairs of pajamas for Christmas, I needed to go through and see what I would wear, what I didn't wear. The pair of pants that I'm holding now, I am putting in the bottom of the pajama basket because I know I will be wearing those later on. I'm just doing a little bit of folding of the pajamas now and seeing what will fit in there. I ended up getting rid of 2 pairs of pajamas and everything else fit in there perfectly. After that, I wanted to take out my boots that were in there, and while I did, I found a surprise t-shirt that wasn't where it belonged. So I went through, took out all the boots, put the t-shirt where it went, and then took a rag, and it was so dusty, wiped off the dust and the grime on that shelf, and then put the boots back in there so they were organized and straight. Got a new work bag for Christmas, so I am going to be gifting the other bag to somebody who would want it. I had 1 pile for the Goodwill at this point and 1 pile to take to work with me, and then I wanted to go ahead and vacuum up any of the extra dust and things that had settled under the piles or just in my closet from foot traffic, so I finished up by vacuuming in there. Sometimes things that are simple really aren't that simple. This is an electric blanket that I have had for many years. I haven't used it in over 5 years, but I have not been able to get rid of it, and I decided it was time to let somebody use this really nice item that I have not been using. So I sent a text out right then, and one of my cousins is going to be able to use it for when they go tent camping and hook it up to their generator. And I am going to put that in my car so that I can drop it off this week to the right place. That way it is out of the house and somebody else can use it, and I am so glad that it is going to be in use. I was kind of sad to take the Christmas tree out of our room because I love how cozy the lights feel, but it was time, and part of the lights had burned out So I know I need to get those replaced for next year. But I went ahead and took it downstairs, and then while it was down there, I thought I'd go ahead and clean up the wrapping station. So I put all the ribbon, the tape, the scissors back into the container, got rid of any trash that had been there. I keep boxes and bags. So I put my container that holds the bags in place. I slide the boxes back behind them because it is just a good system that works for me. It's a good place. And I put a roll of the wrapping paper there. I know next year I'm going to need some more wrapping paper, but as far as boxes and bags go, I am good to go on that. Finished up by vacuuming the floor and putting the little table that I use for my wrapping station behind the door. It fits perfectly back there. This space in our laundry room is the go-to location for anything that you are ready to get rid of. So I will find things in there from my boys or my husband or just myself, and once they are in there, I know that it is time to sort them and get them to the right place. So sometimes these are things that I know could be hand-me-downs for friends and family. Sometimes I know it's going to be going to the Goodwill or the mustard seed. Other times I know I'll be taking it into work to get rid of, and that is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm just going through the piles and putting them where they belong, and I won't be into work for a few more days, so I am leaving those things in a bag. But the things that are going to be going to the mustard seed or dropped off to friends and family, I'm taking them straight out to the car so that when I go to town again, I can go ahead and make those stops and take them where they belong. After that, it was time to get some laundry going, and I had some dish towels and things in the kitchen and right there in the hallway that I needed to grab, and I wanted to wash the blanket that had been under our tree. Well, once I opened the washing machine, then I thought, this thing is dirty. I need to wipe it down. So I started doing a deep clean of the washing machine. I didn't do anything fancy. I used Windex, paper towels, a toothbrush, and Q-tips, and got into every single nook and cranny of the the washing machine. And I do love this washing machine. I have had another one since I was 15. It bit the dust about 4 years ago. I got a couple off Craigslist, and then, not a couple, but a washer and dryer. This one I went up and invested in the Speed Queen, and this thing is absolutely amazing. I should give credit where credit is due here. My mom actually talked me into this because I had done our family's laundry since I was 12, and now I am in my 40s, and she was like, she said, you don't know how much you've blessed me through those years. She didn't go to college till she was 35, and she was like, please let me help you purchase these. So she went with me, helped me pick them out, and blessed us with putting some money down on the new Speed Queen washer and dryer for us. It really has been a blessing, and you can see I love this baby because I take really good care of it. Something that I have found over the years is if you have Windex or a paper towel, whatever is in your hand, and you're going, to one location, but you're passing by another one, just go ahead and wipe down what's nearby if you can, whether it's a dresser top or a mirror on a dresser. There's all kinds of things, but you can just knock it out as you're walking to the next location. Okay, next I'm starting the cleaning process in my bathroom because what I decided is I don't have very much under my bathroom sinks. And logically, I think I need to put the paper towels, tissues, and toilet paper underneath the bathroom sink because I am wanting to put all of my canning products where the paper towels are stored, which is in the laundry room. So I needed to start the process of that, but again, while I had the Windex and the paper towel in hand, I thought I would just do a quick wipe down of the bathroom as well as organizing it. I promise, it really was a quick bathroom wipe down, but then I found something on the mirror and I could not get it off of that mirror. I don't know what it was. I gave extra scrubbing, used my fingernails, but I finally got most of it, but it did perplex me a little bit, like, what in the world is that? So then after that, I went to the living room, picked up the pillows, and folded a few of the blankets just to get it organized from where we had been watching a movie the night before. Was time to bring up the containers to put the Christmas items in there. I have a few containers, just enough that fits in that storage space. And then when the boys were younger, something that I just started putting into place was that when they were done organizing, or not organizing, but decorating, I was done decorating and my husband was done decorating, then we just didn't keep the items. So we want to have enough that we enjoy it and it has a little touches of, a simplistic Christmas here and there, but we didn't want it to be too much that we stopped enjoying the process of decorating together as a family. I started off by taking all of the ornaments off of the tree. I have a little container that I love for storing the ornaments in. It has little dividers in there and 3 levels. And then I have a larger Tupperware because there's always some bigger ornaments that either won't lay flat or won't fit into the small squares. So I really have 2 containers that the ornaments go into. This star I have had since we got married, and it was when there was the very first Dollar General that I had ever seen and found, and it is my favorite tree. Well, it's my only tree topper, but we have had that for so many years, and a good friend of mine introduced me over 20 years ago to the Dollar General, and we went in there and got a few things for our very first Christmas tree as a married couple, and I've had some of those things ever since then. After that, I went ahead and took the lights off, and 2 of the strands had burned out over the holidays, so those went straight in the trash. And then I have a container just for the lights and the timer and the plug-in that goes with the light, so I put those in their specific container. that, it was time to pack away my nativity scenes. I have this nativity scene that is very breakable that I got for my husband and I, our first Christmas together. And then I have another nativity scene that I purchased for myself. I don't know, my kids were littler when I got it, but it reminded me of one that my grandparents had, and it looks old and it's very small, but I wanted to get that one, so I put it out every year as well. Then it was time to carefully put away my new ceramic tree, which made me a nervous wreck. I ended up packing my stockings all around it to hopefully keep it safe and protected up until next year. And put the gingerbread houses away that were in the kitchen. I take the batteries out of those every year and just put them in a Ziploc bag and put them inside of the box. But I keep the box and I keep the bubble wrap. It really just helps with storing it. So everything went right back in the box. Mom got those cute rugs for my boys when they were very little, and we still get them out every year, and so those go up first when I'm starting to put everything back up in the storage. Then I start stacking on the containers, and pretty much there's only, I don't know, four or five of them, so once they're up there, that's it. There were a few more items to clean off of the buffet and the kitchen table. So once I had those cleaned off, I went ahead and wiped everything down so that it would be clean to add on whatever I'm going to add on there next. To finish up in the kitchen, I got some orange essential oils going, and I had a few more dishes to complete and then I wanted to go ahead and vacuum because I was going to mop the floor today. The dogs were out, nobody was home, and I thought it was a perfect time to go ahead and do a deep cleaning of the floor. I have plenty of space in my bathroom, and I wanted to go ahead and just take every single thing out of the cabinets. Once I did that, I sorted them into piles. One pile was where I just said, okay, this needs to go into a different location in the bathroom. One pile was maybe we're going to use this, maybe not. One pile was definitely going to the trash, and one pile was this doesn't belong in the bathroom pile. So after I had pulled everything out of the cabinet, I wanted to make sure that my goal of putting the toilet paper, paper towels, and tissues worked. This cabinet ended up just being the toilet paper and tissues, and I put back in my toilet bowl cleaner and scrub brush under there because I like that location for it, and it still just made sense for me to keep that in there. After that, I organized the rest of the things that I just told you that I put into different piles to go ahead and take them to where they needed to go. There was some grime and dust and just products that had ended up on the cabinet, so I wiped all of that really good. And then when I was going through the products again to decide trash, keep, different location, I noticed how disgusting the containers were. These containers I have had forever. Once they were washed, it didn't take very long at all. They looked like brand new. Ended up with a couple of empty containers, which was perfect. I used one of the containers to store my potatoes in the pantry, and then I took the other container to put some of my canning items in, to put in the one cabinet where I'm planning on keeping all of my canner and then anything else that goes with it. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.